And after you let Reem in your box twice, and I mean twice, the first time was about a week and a half ago, and the second time was just last night, speaking about my deceased child, and you didn't even drop her, yet anyone that spoke on your father, I wouldn't allow, then shame on you. You don't stand on shit. You don't stand on shit. So now I have a problem with you. You can sing my praises like you were before, but I don't give a fuck. You allowed her to say the worst about my child in your boxes. Somebody that doesn't even speak on children. You've got no morals. You've sold yourself. You've sold your soul. In fact, you haven't even got a fucking soul. You've sold yourself to money. And you know what I'm going to be laughing at? When Reem screws you over, because you screwed everybody else over. That's what I'm going to be laughing at. And not only that, you screwed Canadian Angie over. I don't owe Canadian Angie anything. Don't owe her nothing. Apart from the respect I give her for saying what she did last night. But you fucked up there. She was the only one that had your back on this app. And you turned on her. You turned on her. And see all your little minions in the comments. You say, how are they my enablers? Because they're too scared to speak up. They're too scared to say, no, Angie, that's wrong. Because they get muted or blocked. Now, you allowed someone to speak on my kid twice. Watch me now. I don't agree with anyone's unalived loved ones being spoken on. Something against. I strongly believe no one should be mentioning anyone's unalived parents or children. But you watch me now. Whoever jumps in my box and they want to speak about your dad, then I'm going to go ahead, do it. You know why? Because you didn't give a fuck about my child. You didn't give a flying fuck. All you were bothered about was unis. And that's what you've done. You've sold your soul to the devil. In fact, you didn't even have a soul. That's what you've done. But you just wait till Reem turns on you, because she's using you right now. She's using you like she has done everybody else. And shame on you for allowing it. Now, when kids are mentioned in anyone's boxes, or you go for the likes of EQ, Canadian Angie, Luke, Red, Dan, Pearl, I can name them all. When you go for anyone that speaks on kids, you stand on nothing. You stand on nothing. Because you allowed my child that's not here to be spoken on twice in your boxes, and you didn't shut it down. I remember when you jumped in my live and you apologised because you knew, I don't even know how to say this, you knew that I had lost my only child, and you had a comment. You'd made a comment saying, I'm glad you can't have any more kids. You jumped in my box and you apologised for that. Why apologise when you're going to allow people in your box to speak on my kid that's not here? You know why? Because your apology meant fuck all. Meant nothing. You sit there saying, don't put your kids at risk if you're on this app. You're responsible for your kids. I'm going to say it again. You're responsible for the shit you put out there about your mother. I'll say it again and again and again. Watch your mouth, Angie. because speaking on deceased children is a no-go area, especially where I come from. Allowing people in your boxes to speak on deceased children is a no-go area. You're just as much to blame. In fact, wasn't your exact words were, "Oh, it's okay. I can play the clip. I can play the clip." After Reem had turned round and spoke on my child another 2 or 3 times in your box. You've shown yourself for what you are. Scum. Scum. Absolutely scum. And what I will say to Reem, you've got what's coming to you, babe. Trust me, you've got what's coming to you. Because you're not this person you're making yourself out to be. I don't care who's been on FaceTime with you, who's seen you on video. I do not give a shit on who's seen you. I really don't. I know who you are. You're not the person you're making yourself out to be. As for money, I don't give a shit. I'm financially comfortable. Anyone that turns around and say they've got this amount of money, that amount of money, haven't got nothing. You don't brag about money. Just like reputation. You don't brag about your reputation. Your reputation speaks for itself. So Reem, I've got you, babe. Just you wait. And as for Demza, like I say, how can I say this without getting a ban? I've got you in my sights. Trust me on that. You can all go, "Oh, he has the blaster threatening people and stuff like that." I don't threaten people. I don't threaten people, babe. Speak on my dead kid. Gloves are off. Delusive Angie. You say you want to stay out of drama, yet you're involved in every single drama that goes on. Your words mean nothing. Your words mean fuck all. Absolutely shit. Because you stand on fuck all. What you do is you try and control every single person on this app. You try and control your supporters, your followers. If you don't like what they're doing, or if you see them in somebody else's life who you don't like, or you've took an instant dislike to, or you've fallen out with, you don't like it, so you block them. Why block them, Angie? If you're secure and not insecure and you've got nothing to worry about, why block the supporters you've got? Why? Because you're that terrified they'll go elsewhere. That's where it is. You're that terrified they'll go elsewhere. Anyone who comes into my life can go off and they can go and gift anyone they want. They can go and say what they want in somebody else's life. I wouldn't block them. I think I've blocked about 3 or 4 people who I've seen where they've said shit, and I've blocked them. The rest, they're not blocked, unless they're troll accounts. And then they are blocked. Other than that, you're all entitled to do what you want to do. Freedom of speech. You don't have to be secluded to one creator. Anyone that thinks that, then break free. There's more out there than just a fucking pisshead who sits and pisses herself and can't even brush her teeth and brush her hair in the morning. To follow. You're that fucking scared. You just won't go elsewhere. And you know what? It's like, I shouldn't say I feel sorry for you, but in a way I do. because there's a lot of people out there that have no one. They don't have any other social other means of socialising. This is their only way of socialising. And when they're accepted into a team, or when they feel included in something, they feel as if they've got that one thing that they can hold on to. You're not included with delusive Angie. She'll chuck you to the wolves before you even say boo. So delusive, I didn't have a problem with you, but now I have. I will let anyone in my box, and I mean this, and it's something I'm normally dead against, because I've always had your back. Well, not had your back, I've made sure no one spoke on your deceased dad, because I don't agree with it. But watch me now. If anyone wants to jump in my box and speak about your dad or anything that hurts you, I'm going to do it. Not because I'm a bitch, just so I can give you a taste of your own medicine and let you know how it feels. You could have shut that down twice and you didn't. You allowed Reem to say that 3 times in your box last night. And you said fuck all. You said nothing. And that goes to show me where your morals are. You've got none. None whatsoever. So don't you ever turn around and say you don't speak on kids, because you do. You speak on kids. And you allow your boxes to speak on kids. Scumbag. Right, I think that's all I needed to say before I get a ban on this count as well. Sorry everybody. I don't know where the comments have gone. We're back. You muted her once. What was Shane here? DA is raging. Can anyone jump up and come to her? No, this is an old account. Can anyone jump up and come to her if you don't mind? She's had to restart. Why is Miss Baguette being blocked? Can someone unblock Baggy, please? I don't know why someone's blocked her. Baggy was one of my mods. Have you appealed your accounts? I have on one of them. I haven't on the other one. I will do it. I've got Burton Ralph's been in said message when I come off. I'll give her a call. No on list. Oh. Oh shit. I tell you what it is, it'll be Baggy, I do apologise. I will unblock you when I come off. We can't unblock people you've blocked. See, it is. That's what it is. Baggy will understand. Did she have a different account? She had 3, I think. I hope you're okay, Sammy. Hi, Evil Avocado. Baggy, I'm sorry. If anyone's in touch with Baggy, tell her I'm sorry. I will unblock her when I come off. You feeling okay now? Oh, Freddie, I need to... Sorry, you were my mod. Oh. Yeah, please apologise to her. It's off the olden days. It's about a year old. Please apologise to her. I'll message her off my other account. She's here, isn't she? I don't think she is. Is she? Oh, she are. Baggy, I'm sorry, it's off CC days. I'm so sorry. I will unblock your other account, babe. I'm on my neck one here. Sorry, babe, I will unblock your other ones. Love your nail colour. Oh, thank you. Is Angie back on? Yes. Can anyone jump up and come to her? Yeah, you're being come to'd. What's the matter, Angie? Got no content?